So we chopped this tree down that was here when we moved in, and Morgan decided that we needed a garden. So our idea was to create an L-shaped garden in the corner here. So I have some old lumber that we reclaimed just in various places, and I've already started the corner here, but yeah, we're gonna kind of get the ball rolling. So I'm using the FlexVolt saw to cut this 4x4 and this little fold-up table that I got on Black Friday. So yeah. To brace the floor or the bottom, and currently I'm laying these 2x4s down. We like it for it to be about 2 foot from the wall. Laying the bracing for the floor, and then one important step though is you have to leave enough gap here to put I guess what you'd call a fascia, which is this right here, so that we can trim it out in the rustic wood that we like to use. So tonight what we're doing is kind of creating our soil base, basically some topsoil from the Texas area. You're going to want to use whatever soil from the area that you're in, and then you lay that base down, and then mainly it's compost and a peat mix. And since we have so much here, I decided to mix that together myself, and then for the final, I don't know, 8 to 10 inches, we're going to use this pre-mixed raised bed soil that it has all the nutrients and stuff mixed the way that it should be. So the main purpose though of the peat is to break up the compost so that it doesn't all bind together and water can flow through it. So you get a very fluffy, easily drainable soil. We have the mix put in the bed here, and you're supposed to fill that up about 2 inches below the top before you plant. So we have that filled all the way around, and then we have our plants laid out. We have a section of peppers here, sweet banana pepper, some green bell peppers and yellow bell peppers, and then we have a tomato plant, 2 squash, some onions, one of my faves, okra, some lettuce, Morgan's favorite, and another tomato plant. And basically we just laid these out according to what the tag recommends. I wanted to put the tomatoes on the back wall because we have neighbors, and I don't want her to have to look at the wire on the shorter side of the fence.
So the large garden is completed. We also have this small one, and I'll give you some perspective, but it's hanging on the fence. And in it we have herbs. We planted some sage, basil, this is some cilantro, rosemary, dill, and thyme.
So everything is planted. One of the final things I forgot to do was I wanted to round these corners over a little bit. So I'm going to use the router, the trim router, to go around the edge. And I've had this Ryobi 1 Plus. It's an 18 volt for a couple of months now, and I've used it a lot. I love it. We actually used it on this planter here.